Hare Krishna, please accept my most humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Guru Maharaj, all glories to all you wonderful Vaishnavas, and thank you for allocating me this opportunity and for spending your time with me. I hope and I pray to Guru Maharaj that the right words at the right time with the right sentiments may come so that I may be able to glorify Guru Maharaj in a little way. Guru Maharaj wants, anyways, physically, let's hope that I'm able to inspire or to remember Guru Maharaj in the right mannerism. Guru Maharaj's glories are like a huge mountain, which is submerged in an ocean, and only the peak is visible to us. So how can an illiterate fool like myself glorify Guru Maharaj with even the least amount of competence? But I beg for your blessings and your mercy. And Hare Krishna Bhakti Charu Swami, thank you very much for joining us. Please accept my Maharaj. I'm so honored to have you with us today. In fact, now I'm quite nervous. Thank you, Maharaj. Alrighty. So very quickly, over the period of time, I have a flair, or I have an inclination for photography. That does not mean that I'm any good at it, but Guru Maharaj encouraged me to pursue it. He got me involved in Abhay Charan series. I was assisting cameraman while the initial few episodes were shot in India, and thereafter things changed. And when you went overseas, my life has changed, and Guru Maharaj's. So effectively, I didn't join thereafter. But when Guru Maharaj came back to South Africa and did one episode, I was assisting him with that, and you will see some photos in here. But unfortunately, that episode did not make the cut. Means it was more made for commercial use rather for devotional use. I had a chat about Guru Maharaj about that recently, like in the last 5 years or so. And if I get the opportunity, I'll tell you what he said. So without further ado, I'm going to try to share my screen with you also. I'm going to open up. Prabhu, you must bear with me. So while I...
Yes, no, it's fine.
Screen. All righty. So Prabhu, did you make me co-host as well, right?
Yes.
All righty. So share screen. Share. Righty. Oh yes, Prabhu's. I'd like this to be an interactive video presentation. So as Prabhu mentioned earlier on, please jump in, ask questions, or if you have any comments or anything you'd like to share with, please feel free at any time to join. I think it'll have more of an impact if we all try to either, if you have some memory, some recollection, to please come in and just jump in anytime you like. So anyways, these are some of the pictures that I have. And we'll start off with, anyway, this is a collection. We hopefully will get through as much as we can. Here's a lot of pictures. I've cut the pictures down to 1/3 of what I had, but still I don't think time will permit us going through the whole lot. So these are some of the memories. These are not in chronological order. These are more in order of inspiration or in service that I had with Guru Maharaj. So this, I started off with, of course, with the lotus feet of our spiritual master. This was shot about 30 years ago in South Africa. And this is in Sri Sri Radha Radhanath. If there's any South African devotees, they will recognize those tiles. Anyway, so this is the temple that I was initially inspired to join. It is Sri Sri Radha Radhanath Temple of Understanding, and it's in Durban, South Africa. And this is the prananath of my heart. This is the foyer when you go into there, and this is the temple room. So, it's unreal how beautiful it is. So I don't think anyone has seen more beautiful. I'm of course biased, but we haven't seen anything more beautiful than this except the deities. This is Sri Sri Radha Radhanath, and it's Krishna in the complexion of Radharani. Now, the reason I tell you this is because it's close to my heart, for one, and secondly, this is where I met Srila Gurudev for the first time. It was about 35 years ago. I was outside Sri Sri Radha Radhanath on a Sunday feast when I heard this. So Sri Sri Radha Radhanath has got sound system that blew through the entire suburb. And when the program was happening at the temple at that time, it used to be broadcast through huge PA system speakers across the entire suburb. And so I heard this divine voice, glorious voice, and I was with one of our one devotee at that time, and when we heard it, we just immediately just dropped everything and bolted into the temple room. And so I was attracted to Guru Maharaj firstly by hearing his transcendental sweet voice. This is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is with Radha and Krishna in Shri Shri Radharanath. I thought it's nice for us to glorify Guru Maharaj in an order of our local deity. So this is the Srila Prabhupada. Whenever Guru Maharaj used to come to Brisbane, we had to make garlands for Guru Maharaj as well as a garland to offer Srila Prabhupada. So Guru Maharaj would go into the temple, and the temple used to be super packed. And Guru Maharaj so we used to come with a tray. Guru Maharaj would grab the garland, first thing pay base to Srila Prabhupada, offer Srila Prabhupada a garland, then go to the deities, glorify Guru, then go to the deities, take darshan of the deities, and then of course, Guru Maharaj will sit and give class. So this is the deities up in Brisbane. We have a small preaching center here, unlike Durban, but we have a beautiful devotee community in Brisbane. So from there, I'll go into the reason I start this picture off is that when Guru Maharaj first came to Australia, I think I was the only active disciple at that time. There were other disciples, but so Guru Maharaj just called me, and he came. He used to stay with me for sometime up to a week, and it was part of the family. It was just myself, my wife. I had a young 4-year-old, or at that time 2-year-old son. My daughter was a little older, and Guru Maharaj would be with us. So the reason I show this picture is because this was one of the turning points in my life. Guru Maharaj would sit on this side, and he would chant. This was my altar initially. And Guru Maharaj used to sit and used to chant in front of his rounds in front of the deities while my wife and I would prepare Prashadam and what have you. And so one day Guru Maharaj walked from the temple room and told me, Janakraj, I have a gift for you. I want to give you something. My spiritual master want to give me a gift. So Guru Maharaj had the foresight and could see what was going to happen in the future. And Guru Maharaj, while he was chanting, he had a realization. He told me, I want to give you a gift. So I asked, what, Guru Maharaj? And so Guru Maharaj said, I want to give you an altar. I want to give you an altar. So then Guru Maharaj told me, bring me a measuring tape. Now, this is my spiritual master. He is, chief of GBC, thousands and thousands and thousands of devotees around the world, glorifying him. And I remember when I used to chant around Shri Shri Radharanath temple, I used to have this great, great deep desire to spend even 1 minute with Guru Maharaj. I used to chant around circle. So the Shri Shri Radharanath has got a mode, like a pond around the temple. And we used to chant clockwise around the temple, outside, do our rounds whenever we used to go to the temple. And I used to feel, I can't imagine in the world right now, the fortunate soul that is now associated with Guru Maharaj. And Guru Maharaj, even in those days, 35 years ago, it was very hard to even get in the closer, in the closer rings of Guru Maharaj's association. And I used to pine like anything for Guru Maharaj's association. I was not initiated. I was still a young boy, but, so then when Guru Maharaj came and stayed in my house, I could not believe my great fortune. Yes, the object of my worship. Yes, the person who resides in my heart. I can't explain to you what Guru Maharaj meant to me. And now he's staying with me, he's cooking for me with us. He comes up and tells me, I have a gift for you. I cannot explain to you all the deep gratitude, the great appreciation I had for Guru Maharaj in my heart. And I couldn't believe my good fortune. So I asked Guru Maharaj, what is it you got for me? Guru Maharaj said, I got an altar. So anyway, Guru Maharaj asked me to get a measuring tape. Guru Maharaj physically measured the room himself with a measuring tape. Guru Maharaj took me to his room, me and my wife, and he told us, listen, gave us a couple of pictures, and he told us, which one would you like? What color would you like it to be? Would you like it to be natural wood color? Would you like it white? I said, Guru Maharaj, I don't know. You tell me. You tell me what I need. So Guru Maharaj looked and he smiled and told me, all right, I think I like the pearl one. And then he told me, I think you should have Lord Nishringadev on the left, and Jagannath Baladev on the right, and Gaunitai in between. So Guru Maharaj visioned this already, 4 or 5 years in advance. So this is fast forward 4 or 5 years later. Guru Maharaj came, he sent me the altar, he sent me the deities. I actually went to Jain and, we fine-tuned the altar a little bit, and we got the deities, and the deities came, and Guru Maharaj came, and we were having this deity installation ceremony. My wife and I couldn't believe our good fortune. Here's our spiritual master sitting right there. We're being blessed by our spiritual master with the original personality of Godhead, not even the supreme personality of Godhead, the original personality of Godhead. That reminds me of another pastime. While we're doing the retreat in Sunshine Coast, which I'll show you some pictures if you have time, Guru Maharaj was giving class, and I remember reading that Krishna and Balaram is the original person. Krishna and Balaram is the original personality of Godhead. So I asked Guru Maharaj, how can there be two original personality of Godheads? How can there be two? There must be one original, and from then Balaram. So then Guru Maharaj told me, no, there's Krishna, there's Balaram. And then he told me, even Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the original personality of God. So all three are original personality of God. So Guru Maharaj, when he gave me Gonitai, I could remember that this is not even the supreme personality, but this is the original personality of Godhead. So then we did the installation, the deity Abhishek, and then at the bottom, this is actually where we're sitting right now, where I'm sitting right now. In this place, we had a program. Guru Maharaj was sitting right behind me over here, and we had a whole lot of devotees. We had a massive program. Prashadam, Guru Maharaj was there. All the Brahmins were there. The mantras were being recited. As you can see, is it Guru Maharaj? You can see the painting behind me. Guru Maharaj is sitting over here, and we had the program. This is just before the deity installation program, and Vaishnavas came from far and wide. You can see from India, I think from America, some devotees came from UK. Of course, they came because Guru Maharaj was there, and you can see Krishnendu Prabhu from New Zealand. I know Krishnendu Prabhu for many, many years. Met him in South Africa, and so Guru Maharaj oversaw the entire program, made sure everything was perfect, everything was done 100%. Guru Maharaj gave class. He called one of the Brahmins and he asked them, when you saw Lord Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra, he asked, where is the tower? So then he was asking about the questions about Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra. So everything had to be 100% in pure Guru Maharaj's style. Everything had to be perfect in every respect. So then Guru Maharaj gave a 1-hour class, and during the class, I can remember it rained and all the devotees came into, this place was so packed that we had to open up the doors, and the devotees outside in the veranda, they listened to it. We had sound system going out there, and the place was, inundated with the spiritual, qualities of Guru Maharaj's mercy, and Guru Maharaj was in such a good mood. And then after the program was done, we went upstairs. We put the deities on the altar. As you can see, the deities on the altar, and the devotees were mesmerized. They couldn't believe how beautiful our altar it was. That it was befitting of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So then I went to Guru Maharaj's room. I paid obeisances to Guru Maharaj, and I was explaining my gratitude and the devotees' appreciation for the fine workmanship on the altar. And Guru Maharaj was listening, and he was telling me, and he was asking me questions about it. And Guru Maharaj was very happy to hear that the devotees really liked the altar. I was telling Guru Maharaj that some of the devotees were standing 20 minutes, just mesmerized. They just could not move, seeing the Lord installed in such a gorgeous altar. And I consider myself very fortunate. In fact, as time proceeded from there was a couple of unfortunate incidents that took place, and Guru Maharaj gave me his guidance, and I could see how Guru Maharaj foresaw the future when he installed the deity in my house. So this is the entire altar. This is how it looks. Later on we renovated a part of the property, so we made a complete altar over here. And this is Guru Maharaj on his last visit. On the last visit, Guru Maharaj came, and then he stood in front of the altar. He paid obeisances. He appreciated, because we renovated one part, so now we created an entire temple room. And then Guru Maharaj called me, and he put his arm around me. I don't know, I might have a photo just now. And Guru Maharaj asked me, so Janakraj, why is it you got 2 goni ties on your altar? So I told Guru Maharaj, actually Guru Maharaj, the first deities that you've given us, it was given to us by a devotee, and my daughter asked for permission, and he gave her permission to have the altar. to have Gonitai, but we were worshipping the smaller Gonitai for such a long time that some attachment was there and appreciation was there. So when the new Gonitai came, I kept them, and I also kept them for at least one of my children to take it. And Guru Maharaj, he smiled, and Guru Maharaj's style of his lips, his bottom lip came out, and he appreciated, and he understood. So that's another pastime that I'll always remember with Guru Maharaj in front of the altar. So then Guru Maharaj was walking forward. Now, Guru Maharaj had a very special relationship with my son, Vrajaraj. From a very small age, Guru Maharaj used to, anyway, give him a lot of mercy, and Guru Maharaj liked him a lot. And wherever opportunity was there, Guru Maharaj spent. So Guru Maharaj was not only personal with us, but he was very personal with all the children. You will see if some opportunities, there's some photos are there. Guru Maharaj had a very special relationship with Vrajaraj. And I think that was from previous lives. Guru Maharaj actually at one stage anyways, that's personal, but anyways, Guru Maharaj was very, very affectionate towards the entire family. As you can see, this was a few years before that, with us and the family. When Guru Maharaj, just was another time when Guru Maharaj came in, and Guru Maharaj didn't spare any affection for all of us. So Prabhu's, I could have spoken about so many different pastimes, but I said, a picture speaks 1,000 words. And, true appreciation for Guru Maharaj, I could never explain the kind of affection that Guru Maharaj have without photos. Guru Maharaj, you'll see, is, absolutely, a fatherly figure for all of us in every respect. And he showed the same kind of love and appreciation for everyone that was there. The rest of my family and all the extended devotees. In fact, Guru Maharaj showed more affection for non-disciples than he did for disciples. So that reminds me, after the DC installation program, there was something that happened. And that evening, when I was putting the deities to rest, Guru Maharaj called me and told me, Janakraj, I want to see you. So I went to Guru Maharaj's room, and Guru Maharaj was upset with me. And that's the story. That's a long story for another time. But in summary, Guru Maharaj was very upset with me, and he chastised me, and he chastised me, and he chastised me. He not only chastised me, but the whole house was shaking. He was so upset with me, absolutely upset with me. And no matter what I said, so I kept quiet that entire time, and I opened my mouth just 1 second, and that made Guru Maharaj even more angry. His eyes were red, absolutely upset with me. And Guru Maharaj said, now get out from here. And when I got out of the room, Guru Maharaj slammed the door, literally slammed the door. The whole house shook. The whole house shook. And what happened was, everyone, there was quite a few other devotees in the house when Guru Maharaj was there. My house was open, a lot of disciples were there. Everyone just went shocked, because Guru Maharaj was so merciful the whole day. He was smiling, he was giving us so much of mercy, and then all of a sudden he gave, and I got lots and lots of mercy like that of Guru Maharaj. I remember on one occasion prior to that, when Guru Maharaj first came, Guru Maharaj was upset with me, and he was upset with me for 3 days in a row. Every day he chastised me. And then after about 4 or 5 days, when he was leaving, Guru Maharaj looked at me and he put his arms open. And this was the first time Guru Maharaj hugged me. Guru Maharaj just embraced me. I can tell you, I can't explain the feeling that I had when Guru Maharaj embraced me. And Guru Maharaj whispered in my ears that now that I've chastised you, we are closer. I repeat that. Guru Maharaj said, now that I've chastised you, we are closer. So, so I can tell you one thing is that if you go by that, I must be very close to Guru Maharaj. Because I got a lot of chastisement. Every time Guru Maharaj came, I got my fair share of sousing, And Guru Maharaj gave me a lot of appreciation as well. But so as you can see, Guru Maharaj, whenever Guru Maharaj saw Vrajaraj, he had a very special place for him. This picture is going back for 34, 35 years ago. This is in Durban, in the city hall. It was a massive program we had for Srila Prabhupada, a preaching program. This devotee at the back is called Shrutikirti Prabhu. Now, Shrutikirti Prabhu, if for some of the older devotees will know, he was a star devotee. At that time, he was the temple president of Sri Sri Radha Radhanath. He was the most inspiring temple president I had in my life. You know, to speak about him, that's an entire 1 hour alone. His glories are unsurpassed. And he treated us like his children, but he was heavier with us as disciples because we were disciples of Guru Maharaj. But I can tell you that this was the peak of my spiritual life when he was temple president. And, you know, he treated us like family. And so this was about 34 years ago. These are Shutikiri Prabhu, the temple president. I used to work with one of our senior god brothers, Srila Narayan Prabhu. I don't know if anybody knows him, but he was my mentor. I can't glorify him enough. I am who I am, and what I've accomplished is due to him today. And, you know, so he pushed me and told me, go sit next to him. I said, same chair. He said, just go and sit there. And due to his mercy, I got this picture with Guru Maharaj. We came from the office. Guru Maharaj was leaving South Durban, and this was at the airport. And this is our senior god brother, Sri Hari Prabhu. Sri Hari Prabhu is another very senior and very, very nice devotee. He actually conducted my wedding, and I've learned a lot from him, and he tolerated a lot from me as well. And I'm very appreciative to our senior god brothers in this way. They are such wonderful, wonderful personalities. In those days, we were such close, you know, they used to treat me like a son, and I used to get a lot of scolding, but yes, this is going back about 32 years ago. This was a program that we had in Pietermaritzburg. If anybody knows, this is a devotee that's now settled in UK. He got married a couple of weeks ago. And he's Srila Narayan Prabhu's son and a very dear brother of mine. We considered each other's brothers. We still keep in touch. And I really have a very close relationship with them. As you could see, Guru Maharaj was close to us, and Guru Maharaj's disciples, we were really close in those days as well. This was a program. I'm going now to Shishi Radharadhana, the early days. We had super fantastic programs. You know, those days you'll never get those days again. The kind of programs we had was unrealistic, unreal. This year is one of Srila Prabhupada's senior disciples. His name was Shamla Prabhu. In fact, one day I remember during one of the Vyasa Pujas, Guru Maharaj was glorifying Shamla Prabhu. And he said that when Guru Maharaj was young, this was the words that Guru Maharaj used, that Shamla Prabhu was such a senior disciple of Srila Prabhupada that Guru Maharaj was even scared to cross his path. And I considered myself most fortunate to have a lot of association and mercy and guidance from Shamla Prabhu. When I took initiation, Shamla Prabhu bought my Tulsi Mala beads and he put it on for me. So we have a very close relationship. Later on, a couple of years ago, he got brain cancer and he left his body. I called him a few weeks before that and he remembered me and he was telling me, I want to come visit you. And, you know, so so even to the very end, we had a good relationship. So this is another program that we had in Shishi Radharadhana. You can see the ecstatic program, and we used to have so many senior and elevated devotees, and the programs were out of this world. You know, these days we can just dream about these kinds of programs. The devotee I was telling you about, Srila Narayan Prabhu, is this devotee in the back here. Very, very wonderful devotees. I think everybody might know him. His wife is Mrilanani Mataji. A few months ago, she also gave class. They were treated me as a son, and I consider them as my parents. So my glorification is not only for Guru Maharaj, but my appreciation is there for my senior god brothers that treated me like family, like my parents, and guided me and showed me love and care and showed me what Srila Prabhupada's ISKCON is all about. This is what Srila Prabhupada's ISKCON about. This is how we behaved with each other. I never felt out of place. I never felt, you know, while I was in Prabhupada's ISKCON. So one day, after many years, a person who introduced me to Krishna consciousness, he asked me, I mean, you're not big into Prashadam, you know, because my service used to be serving Prashadam. And at the end, whatever was left over, we used to take. He says, you're not big into so many things. But what is it that kept you for so many years in ISKCON? And the answer was pretty easy. He said, I told him, this is where I feel at home. And I feel at home not only because my spiritual father is there, my Guru Maharaj is there, but all the other senior God brothers and God sisters made me feel wanted and at home. And it was easy to stay in ISKCON. It was easy to stay under Srila Prabhupada's ISKCON in the guidance of our God family. Here's another beautiful picture. This was leading up to Ratha Yatra in Durban, South Africa. At that time, Ratha Yatra was one of the biggest programs. The Durban Ratha Yatra was one of the biggest programs in Australia, in the world. It used to be a 5-day affair. First, initially, it used to be over the Christmas period. Then they moved it over the Easter period, and it still goes on at one of the biggest Ratha Yatras because it's massive. And if you have a look over here, we used to have so many sannyasis visiting. We used to have up to 6 to 8. And if you look carefully over here, this is also now a sannyasi. Bhakti Mridanga Swami, I think if I got the name right. I haven't seen him in many years, but he was there as well. And I know him for many years, and hopefully he remembers me in a little bit affectionate way. And I think all of you know who the other gurus are. If you don't know, this is Krishnadas Maharaj, wonderful Maharaj, very close to me as well. I had a lot of association with him, and I spent a lot of time with him as well. This is Giriraj Swami, Jayaveda Swami, and this is of course Jayapadaka Maharaj. This of course is our beloved spiritual master. These were the early days. We used to have programs like this. And at the end of our Ratha Yatra, we used to have the final kirtan. And all the gurus used to be on stage, and it used to be more than 5,000 devotees packed in the tent. And we used to have a kirtan like you can't imagine. Everybody used to be jumping. Indian Maharaj used to do a dive into the audience, and it was to be super fantastic. But when it came time to stop, the devotees used to scream, we want more, we want more, we want more, and never wanted it to end. And so this is another picture of Shri Shri Radha Radhanath with all the sannyasis there, getting ready for Shri Shri Radha. So this is another program, another time. This was many years ago. This was a Janmashtami program. So what used to happen those days is Shri Shri Radhanath has a capacity of carrying about maybe 5,000 to 10,000 people. And at those days, the marquee used to have many tens of thousands of people in the marquee. And if you do not get in early in the temple room, you're not going to go see, you're not going to get in for the final kirtan. So everyone is to go 2 or 3 hours before midnight and pack the temple room. Now, because I used to have the video camera, so I used to have special entrance through the temple room. If anyone to Shri Shri Radha Radhanath, the temple room and brings it right to the front. And as those days used to be during Janmashtami, is the time when everyone wanted to help in the academy equipment so they can get into the front of the temple room. So this is the foyer. I stood on the top of the foyer. There's a little, if anybody went to Shri Shri Radhanath will see. And then I shot these photos. And if you can see, Guru Maharaj was leading the kirtan over here, and the devotees could not contain their bliss. It used to be unrealistic. And while there's so many devotees in the temple room, we used to have a video link up into the tent, and it used to be many thousands of devotees in the tent. Now, this picture, why I showed you this picture, this was the morning of Janmashtami, and Bhakti Chaitanya Swami was speaking to Guru Maharaj. And if you look at this, I want to tell you the story behind this picture. So what happens is, Shri Shri Radha Radhanath has got the boom gates, and when it's time for doing the program, the gates used to open up, and when the gates open up, it'll reveal Shri Shri Radha, gorgeous Shri Shri Radha Radhanath. So what happened is, in this occasion, as the boom gates opened up, flowers fell from the top, and so Guru Maharaj is asking, how did you drop flowers from the top, because it's all hidden? And then Bhakti Chaitanya Maharaj is standing on top and saying, what happens on top of Shri Shri Radha Radhanath? I've got 4 massive rooms, and those are the deities' paraphernalia rooms. And then on the base of the paraphernalia rooms, I'm giving some inside information. Devotees used to stand with tons of flowers, and then between the gate and the wall, there used to be a little space, and devotees used to throw flowers down. So the altar tent, the gate used to open up, and when it opened up, a whole host of smoke, of incense smoke used to come out, and flowers dripping from the top. and it created such an amazing atmosphere. If you can look at Guru Maharaj's expression on this, Guru Maharaj was amazed by it. And Bhakti Charu Maharaj is explaining how that transcendental mood was created. It's a beautiful picture, very nice story behind it. These are also the Aarti program there. If you all can see, these are all the nice devotees again from there with Guru Maharaj. These are all big boys now, married and, in their own, making trends in spiritual life as well. Yastil is also here. If you can see, this is Yastil, if anybody knows who he is. Jagananda Pandit's son. This is Guru Maharaj, of course, getting ready to do one of this, I think the second initiation in South Africa. We're going back about 34 years ago. This was when Guru Maharaj first started giving initiation. And so some of the devotees, these were the devotees getting initiated by Guru Maharaj. We're going back a long time ago. You can see Narayan Prabhu, Mrinalini Mataji over there, Veerabahu Prabhu, Ravindra Prabhu over there. So these are all very nice old devotees that took initiation Guru Maharaj while Guru Maharaj was there in the early days. And at the back were some very wonderful devotees, Mother Suniti. Anyways, I'm getting a bit. So after that, we used to when Guru Maharaj used to come, there used to be an abundance of programs. And this is one of the house programs we went to. And you can see Jayaveda Maharaj and Guru Maharaj went and were sitting in a program, and I shot this picture. And such a lovely fatherly mood, informal atmosphere. Guru Maharaj always had time for me. This was Krishnadas Maharaj's Vyasa Puja many, many years ago in Durban, South Africa. And that's Guru Maharaj giving, appreciation of Maharaj. I think I'll go a little faster because a lot of pictures. This was a program in Pietermaritzburg. Guru Maharaj went there. So these are our programs that we used to have in Shishi Radharadhanath, which was wonderful. You can see how many different sannyasis we used to have. Mahavishnu Maharaj, great sense of humor. I love this sense of humor. I remember Prabhupada saying is a sign of intelligence. Is a good sense of humor is a sign of intelligence. This was the same program in Pietermaritzburg. As you can see, Narayan Prabhu is over there, and some of our pioneer Guru Maharaj's disciples around there. Oh, this picture, why I put them in there, is that if you can see, this is Shruti Kirti Prabhu, the temple president, wonderful devotee. I was filming the entire program. Then Guru Maharaj nudged Shruti Kirti Prabhu and told him, grab the camera. And Shruti Kirti Prabhu pulled the camera from me. Guru Maharaj stuck the microphone into me and made me sing. So I was quite taken back. I was shocked. If you can look at this, the devotees at the back, the expressions, they were just, everyone just burst out laughing. It was just nice. It was just wonderful remembrance. This is Guru Maharaj, of course. Every opportunity we got mercy from Guru Maharaj. Guru Maharaj encouraged me a lot in those early days. This is at a Rath Yatra in Durban, South Africa. Oh, this is when my first daughter was born. It so happened Guru Maharaj happened to come into the country that day. We went to, it was the day after the child was born. We went to Guru Maharaj's room, and just as we went to Guru Maharaj's room, it was Ekadashi. And Mrinalini Mataji, Guru Maharaj's remnants came out, and Mrinalini Mataji took a finger, she dipped it into Guru Maharaj's remnants, and she put it into the baby's mouth for the first time. And that's what my child had for the first time, is Guru Maharaj's remnants. So we went into the room, and then I told Guru Maharaj, we'd like to name the child. And Guru Maharaj, can you please name the child? So Guru Maharaj looked at me and he said, yeah, sure. And Guru Maharaj said, I said, Guru Maharaj, but we need to register within the next 5 days. Guru Maharaj said, what next 5 days? I'll give you the name right now. So Guru Maharaj named her Janaki. So many years later, Guru Maharaj told me, I named your daughter after you, your son after your wife. So you are Janakraj and your daughter's name is Janaki. So he named immediately, the daughter of Janakraj is Janaki. So that's a very nice time. You can see Guru Maharaj was so affectionate, gave us so much of mercy, gave us, I think we're very fortunate to be inundated and blessed with Guru Maharaj's mercy in many ways. This is very close to me. In 1996, I got a call. Nani Mataji told me that Guru Maharaj needed me to come to India to help with a Abhay Charan program. So I spent the better part of 1996 in India with Guru Maharaj in Mumbai, in Abhay Charan studios. And I spent a lot of time with Prema Manjari. I don't know if she's online today. Very affectionate to me. Thanks to her, I'm here today. And she treated me like a younger brother and gave me a lot of guidance, a lot of mercy. So during this time, this is in Mayapur Dham, we were doing parikram. We stopped at one place, and Guru Maharaj is giving class, and this is Guru Maharaj's lotus feet with the dust from Mayapur on his lotus feet. So some of these pictures are pretty rare. And Guru Maharaj, Yasminanani Mataji, again, you can see she's over here. And Guru Maharaj was on the boat. We're crossing the Ganges, and we're going on program. This wonderful programs that we had there. I won't get into it right now. There was lots of realization. Guru Maharaj gave us a lot of mercy at that time. And and so did a lot of other Prabhupada disciples. Now, I am going a little fast. I hope that I'm not talking too fast for you to understand, but there's a lot I want to share with you all. As you can see, Guru Maharaj is the perfect boatman, sitting on Ganga. Guru Maharaj would eventually, sometimes would pull his beads out of his bead bag, and he'll bend down as the boat is moving, and he'll wash his beads in the Ganga, and he'll put it there. I might have some photos of that, and Guru Maharaj put it back into his thing. And then day after, Guru Maharaj, when we get onto the other side of the bank, Guru Maharaj jump into the Ganga with all of us, and we'd all swim in the Ganga with Guru Maharaj physically there. I have some pictures. We might get a chance to see them. And this is another place. Okay, this is the same picture. Guru Maharaj giving us class while we were doing the parikram. Right throughout, we went in 1996. There was something like 300 devotees. We actually booked up plane loads while we're traveling between the different dams. And so here's Guru Maharaj in Kusum Sarovar. This is in Kusum Sarovar. Guru Maharaj is playing with the children, and you can see he's splashing with them and having fun. And Guru Maharaj related to everyone in their own accordingly like that. And Guru Maharaj made everyone feel at home. It was such a wonderful program we had then. So this was in Jagannath Puri. My dear Narayan Prabhu was there, and it was Ekadashi, and it was a devotee's daughter's birthday. Vinod Asal, I don't know if you know him, his daughter's birthday, and then Guru Maharaj arranged in Jagannath Puri to have an Ekadashi cake, and here's Guru Maharaj cutting the cake and giving everyone. And I love the expression on Srila Narayan Prabhu's face there. This is Jagannath Puri. Guru Maharaj is walking on Jagannath Puri. You can see he's in deep thought and deep listening. This is Kirtan walking with Guru Maharaj. Jagannath Puri. So this is in Mayapur Dham. During one of the programs, I think just after initiation, Guru Maharaj took a photo with all of us. And if you look over here, I was sitting, and there's a camera there, and I was sitting at the bottom of, and there's Srila Narayan Prabhu and all the other Vaishnavas there. Wonderful devotees. Shamla Prabhu is also sitting next to Guru Maharaj on that picture. This was Guru Maharaj singing. I love the expression Guru Maharaj in such deep samadhi from the heart he was singing. Such a beautiful picture. So we went for quite a few different trips to different places on different days on this parigram, and Guru Maharaj was fantastic in every way. We came back, and Guru Maharaj was taking bath with us in the Ganga, and he was playing with us, and it was just an amazing time. And then at that time, I got a call the day before. Not I got a call. I was serving Prashadam, and Charan Prabhu told me, in South Africa, our sign of affection is to chastise and say, "Hey, come on, go and get your beads. You're getting initiated tomorrow." I said, "What? I didn't even write for initiation." And Guru Maharaj told me, right, Janakraj getting initiated tomorrow. And that's how I got initiated. I was already aspiring for Guru Maharaj for about 8 to 10 years. And Guru Maharaj, when I first started aspiring from him, he told me, "You have formally asked to be my disciple. I have formally accepted you as a disciple. The fire yagya is a mere formality." So for many years, I was quite content with that. So, in those days, we also always considered ourselves insignificant. So we thought initiation was a big thing. So even 8-10 years to be aspiring disciple was nothing unusual. And I found out 24 hours before that, I'm getting initiated the next day. And so, Guru Maharaj, this was in Sri Mayapur Dham in front of Panchatattva. It was the morning of Radhashtami in 1996, Prabhupada Centennial, just around Guru Maharaj's Vyasa Puja. And so Guru Maharaj blessed me by formally accepting me as a disciple. This is a lovely picture. Look at how informal the devotees taking Prashadam there. Guru Maharaj was drinking a dub. Can you see this? And he was just spending time, with us in the early days. It was very different. Now, here's the Vyasa Puja picture in 1996 with Guru Maharaj. It was a 4-day affair. Guru Maharaj it was such a pomp and wonderful program. But I must tell you, Guru Maharaj was upset. He was just irritated and he was very angry the entire 4 days. He just hated being glorified in that way. He chastised so many disciples, and you could see Guru Maharaj just tolerating us. And soon after that, Guru Maharaj said, he doesn't like to be glorified. And so then Guru Maharaj came up with proper glorification, Remembrance Day on his Vyasa Puja. He rather Prabhupada be glorified than himself. So, this was unusual. At that time, Guru Maharaj's disciples all packed little gifts of Guru Maharaj's personal paraphernalia, and Guru Maharaj handed over to each disciple. And I got one of Guru Maharaj's sock. On that day, I remember Guru Maharaj's sock. I still have that sock in South Africa. This, of course, is Guru Maharaj is giving me the formal initiation. Now, this, I thought I'll show some of this because Abhay Charan does not cover this. So Guru Maharaj shot one episode of Abhay Charan in Cape Town, South Africa. But it was later on when I asked Guru Maharaj about this, Guru Maharaj told me it was not for devotee consumption. It was more commercially made rather than devotionally made. So the director, put more of a commercial mood or feeling to it, which did not suit Guru Maharaj. And I agreed with Guru Maharaj because I was there. And so Guru Maharaj decided, although Guru Maharaj spent many thousands, hundreds of thousands of rands, literally hundreds of thousands of rands. He had professional photographers, videographers, professional actors. It was all done in a very, very pomp style, a very expensive way, but Guru Maharaj shouted because he did not meet his criteria. So this is where one of the shots that we did in Cape Town. This was the devotees' house that we used. This was the director, Janakraj. We shot it with, and that was the cameraman. I was assistant cameraman at that time. And you can see in those days, the kind of budget that Guru Maharaj spent on each episode is mind-blowing. It's astronomical. It was really expensive to make Abhay Charan. We watch it right now. I can tell you, it took a lot of Guru Maharaj's time, his blood, his effort, and a lot of Lakshmi to collect to put on Abhay Charan. It was quite a big deal in those days from execution and a production point of view. This is the house from the outside. This is the crew. We are taking Prashadam. And as always, Guru Maharaj ensured everything was done in top class. And we were, Guru Maharaj would come and make sure that we were all taken care of nicely. Prashadam was taken care of. Everything was top class. In that respect, when I first landed in Mumbai, initially to shoot Abhay Charan, I landed about 2 in the morning. I've been traveling for about 2 days. I was about 16 hours in transit in Singapore to get there, and Guru Maharaj told me he needed me urgently. And I waited in the airport for about 2 hours, and I'll share something for the first time. I thought, Guru Maharaj told me, don't worry, somebody will be there to pick you up. And the disciple, about 2 hours later, somebody comes and tells me, Prabhu, please forgive me. I overslept. Don't tell Guru Maharaj, you chastised me. I forgot. Anyways, picked me up and took me and went. So I stayed in the Juhu Beach temple in the room next to Guru Maharaj. I shared the room with other disciples. One of the disciples later took sannyas. When I took first initiation, that devotee took sannyas. Bhakti Charu Swami, I think it is. And yes, so I slept next to him. And the next morning, I only got back about 3 or 4 in the morning. So Guru Maharaj knocked it down and says, I want to speak to Janakraj. And I got up. So what to do? Because I came in about 4 in the morning, and devotees were sleeping. So I didn't want, because the bathroom was attached, I thought I don't want to disturb them. It was 3 or 4 in the morning. So I had to just take rest, without taking shower. And I had no choice, either that or disturb the devotees. And then Guru Maharaj says, I want to see you. And I am all not so clean. So what do I do? Make Guru Maharaj wait for me? Or do I take bath and then go, or go immediately to Guru Maharaj? So I washed my face, washed my mouth, and I went to Guru Maharaj's room because, I was in dilemma. Up to now, I'm not sure if I did the right thing. But I went to Guru Maharaj's room, and Guru Maharaj, spoke to me very affectionately. He made sure that I was taken care of in every respect. He made sure that I had dhotis, had kurtas, to the extent that he made sure that I had toothbrush, toothpaste, and he also offered to give me Lakshmi. He told me, you're the eldest son, so I'm sure you must have to look after your family. So how much Lakshmi do I have to give you every month to be here with me? I said, Guru Maharaj, I will not take anything from you. Or this is my, I only want your mercy. I said, I don't need. Guru Maharaj said, no, at least something to give your parents. So Guru Maharaj took care of every tiny, minute detail. His care was immense. I couldn't believe that, it is my duty to serve my spiritual master with unalloyed love and devotion. We should not have motivated. Now, my understanding of those days, one should not have any motivation when one serves one's spiritual master and not expect anything in return. In fact, fast forward many years later, it was just maybe 5 years ago, Guru Maharaj called me, and he told me, Janakraj, you've helped me out in certain project. How can I repay you? So I said, Guru Maharaj, I don't need any repayment, but I want to share some intimate pastime with you. It is intimate, but because we are among God families, I'll share this. I hope Bhakti Charu Swami doesn't mind. Please, Maharaj. So Guru Maharaj told me, Janakraj, I feel indebted to you. How can I reciprocate with you? So I said, Guru Maharaj, why should I ask for pieces of glass from a person who can give me diamonds? So I said, Guru Maharaj, if I have one desire, I said, I may ask you for this one desire. I told him, so Guru Maharaj, there's one desire in my heart. I heard one of your lectures and you said, when a devotee leaves his body, Krishna comes and takes them. But when a special devotee leaves their body, the spiritual master comes and takes them. I said, Guru Maharaj, when the time comes, Guru Maharaj, will you please come? So Guru Maharaj went very solemn. He went absolutely solemn and sober. And Guru Maharaj said, it was a telephonic conversation. Guru Maharaj said, in that case, I pray to Srila Prabhupada and the Supreme Personality of Godhead that he makes me qualified to fulfill the desire of yours. I said, Guru Maharaj, there's nobody more qualified than you. Then Guru Maharaj says, well, anyway, up to now, that is my one desire that drives me, that when the time comes, I will see Guru Maharaj again. And I always try to act in a manner that when I see Guru Maharaj, I'm sure Srila Prabhupada will come, that I can see them in the eye and be proud to say that I was always loyal to you. That I will always be loyal to Srila Prabhupada, I'll always be loyal to Guru Maharaj, despite who or what. So that's my one desire, that I must be able to look at Srila Prabhupada in the eye, look at Guru Maharaj in the eye, and know no matter what happens, I will be loyal to you. There is another pastime, but I'll share that another time. When Guru Maharaj, after he gave me that terrible chastisement that one night I told you about, and the next day Guru Maharaj called me in his room and he shared me some very, very intimate, personal ISKCON relationship pastimes of him in his early days. Very, very intimate and very, very close. And Guru Maharaj shared with me some of his early days and some of his early interactions from, when Prabhupada just left. So this is Abhay Charan in Cape Town. This is one of the shots we're shooting there. As you can see, Guru Maharaj, we had this devotee that we had as an affiliation for fancy sports cars. So he had every single sport car you can think about, including a Rolls Royce. This is a Rolls Royce. And so we used that for shooting Abhay Charan. You can see that's me on the camera there, next to Guru Maharaj. Next to the cameraman. This is a very special photo. I'll come to another picture afterwards and I'll tell you why. So in the mornings when we weren't shooting, Guru Maharaj will give Bhagavatam class. So in the days we're shooting, Guru Maharaj was there overseeing the shooting. This is on top of Table Mountain. On one of the mornings, we went up to top of Table Mountain and Guru Maharaj gave us a class, Bhagavatam class, with the temple president, all the temple devotees in Cape Town. And as you can see, I was sitting down to Guru Maharaj because I took the photos. There's quite a few photos. Then Guru Maharaj told me, no, Janakraj, somebody else take the camera and you come sit next to me. So we took those photos and you can see here, then Guru Maharaj was giving class and there's a whole host of devotees sitting. That's Table Mountains, the back. Really, really spiritual atmosphere. This is Guru Maharaj sitting in a Lamborghini in Cape Town. Nobody saw this picture before. And if you can see, here's the camera equipment in the back. And here's another fancy car in there. So Guru Maharaj, this episode of that we had was really done in, very highly commercial style. So that's Guru Maharaj in Lamborghini. So this is nice picture of Guru Maharaj. This picture is of Guru Maharaj on Cape Town, on Table Mountain, Guru Maharaj was doing this. Now, this picture, remember this, I'll come back to you. There's another picture that I have. I'll tell you all a fast time about it. So this is, so again, I will fast forward through some of these pictures because time is running short and I want to share more. So these are Guru Maharaj in his young days, youthful days. Guru Maharaj was so effulgent, so beautiful. Anybody who saw, even set their eye on Guru Maharaj, whether there was devotee, non-devotee, they just fell in love with Guru Maharaj. They were just, when Guru Maharaj walked, so this was also the program with Guru Maharaj in Cape Town. You know, so in those days when Guru Maharaj gave that kirtan, he should just take us to the spiritual world. You can't understand the kind of feeling we used to have then. This is an amazing picture. Shruti Prabhu told me this is one of the best pictures of Guru Maharaj. The temple president at that time, he says that just captures Guru Maharaj's mood in so many ways. So, you know, it's such a nice picture. This was, we used to have the VIHE, which started off initially in South Africa, Bhakti Vrenda Govinda Maharaj, Bhakti Vrenda Briya Mridanga Swami, I think he's called. And then this was giving the awards for the program. So this is going back 30 some odd years. This is a kirtan that we had over there as well, with Maharaj giving class. This is Guru Maharaj. This is also Krishna Maharaj's Vyasa Puja, and Guru Maharaj was appreciating Krishna Swami. I'll just go fast forward. I have some stories to say about that, but let's. So this is Guru Maharaj visiting us in Australia. Guru Maharaj came in, and you can see this is my good wife and my daughter Janaki. You know, same one that Guru Maharaj gave her name. I showed you all earlier on. Guru Maharaj just came into there, and what happened is there's a little nice pastime that I put this on. See Guru Maharaj grabbing my son, was playing obeisances, and he picked him up, grabbed him, and he hugged him. Now the story behind that was, as I was coming in, I brought the car into the side, and my son ran and paid obeisances, and Guru Maharaj said, "Watch out for the child," you know. And I saw, and I calculated there was ample space, but Guru Maharaj just got a surprise that, you know, that, hey, the baby is down there, and you went so close and you stopped. And then Guru Maharaj got out, and then on the earlier picture, Guru Maharaj spoke to my wife, and he turned around and he stepped on Abhay Charan, on Rajaraj's head. So he stepped on Rajaraj's head, which is a great fortune. But Guru Maharaj says, "Oh my God, I told you watch out for the child, and I stepped on him." So Guru Maharaj grabbed him and gave him a big hug, a huge hug. I can't imagine how lucky these kids are, you know. I keep telling them, and I hope someday they'll appreciate it. They take it for granted. They take the spiritual life for granted. But I hope someday they get this means something to them in the future. So this is a program that we had in the temple in a small temple in Brisbane. So we got a little preaching center. Guru Maharaj giving class. Guru Maharaj always very affectionate. So many devotees came up to Guru Maharaj and they were giving him dakshina. But look at what Guru Maharaj got in his hand. The reason I put this picture here is Guru Maharaj had a little flower made by this little girl. This girl, I forgot her name, but she is a devotee that's now in Mayapur, Gurukul, and she goes around giving classes to everyone. Indu Maharaj actually took her to Poland to give classes. About she's quite a a competent speaker. She speaks very well. So I showed this picture because Guru Maharaj didn't know what with everyone else, but yet a small child came and gave him, a paper rose, and Guru Maharaj just focused and appreciated what she had done and her effort. Even though other devotees were there, and these are all senior devotees who were giving him dakshina and stuff, but Guru Maharaj's focus was on that little child. And I thought it was just so sweet. This is Guru Maharaj at another time when he came. I think this is the last time that he came to Brisbane. Guru Maharaj, this is Jagannatha Pandit from Durban as well. Guru Maharaj was coming, and this jacket is Guru Maharaj's very distinguished gentleman. He came up, and then you can see the program is happening on the upstairs, and he's showing his affection towards the kids as well. When Guru Maharaj came, he cooked for all of us. Now, there's a story behind some of the cookings. So while I'm going through the speech, I'll tell you. So one day, Guru Maharaj came, and he cooked for all of us, for all the devotees. And, in 20 minutes, cooked for 30 people, no problem, easy. Guru Maharaj, if anybody saw Guru Maharaj cook, is very meticulous. Anytime he touched a spoon, he washed his hand, then touched something else. He washed his hand, then touched something else. It's just amazing. Like if you touch a spoon and you carry on cooking, you wouldn't wash your hand. But you look at his watch and make sure everything was done perfect, without any stress. Guru Maharaj would cook. And then at this time, Guru Maharaj was cooking and we were waiting. And then he said, let's serve the devotees Prashadam. So I want to tell you a story that may impact on your life. So then Guru Maharaj asked, why is the devotees not taking Prashadam? So one of the devotees said, one other disciple is cooking another prep. He's making a soya prep. So Guru Maharaj was very upset. And then Guru Maharaj called us into this room. And this was a little time later. So the room was full and Guru Maharaj chastised all of us. He was telling us about how he disagrees with eating soya. He says, you still have the affiliation from your previous life of eating meat, because of the taste of soya. And after speaking to everyone, Guru Maharaj said, now from today onwards, who's not going to eat soya? So everyone kept quiet and I was the only one who put my hand up. And I looked around and I saw I was the sole one. How could I not put my hand up after Guru Maharaj gave such a class? And that was the last time I ate soya. This was Guru Maharaj giving class at this thing. And then Guru Maharaj would come home. And when he came home, you can see he was climbing up the stairs, going up. And he was giving mercy to my family. He was chatting with them, so affectionately. This was one of an outreach program that Guru Maharaj had. And he was signing some of the documents for them or some papers for them as a personalized gift. Here's him here writing his name. And I was quite surprised. Guru Maharaj wrote his name in all capital letters. So in all capital letters. And so it surprised me. This is devotees from Jaipur, our godbrother from Jaipur. And he came and visited and he spent some time with Guru Maharaj, he and his family. And we had a wonderful time at that time. This is a devotee, local devotee. Rajavidya Prabhu was a very dear friend of mine. So the entire community, as you can see, would come together. I mean, Guru Maharaj finished his class, everyone would stand outside and Guru Maharaj had enough time for everyone. But he focused on showing affection to all the kids. And that was so nice because Guru Maharaj told me many times that they are our future. So he showed them that they're also just as important. Guru Maharaj treated them as much or better than he would treat up an equal adults because he knew that ISKCON lies in their hand. So this is Guru Maharaj again cooking with all the devotees, and we had having a lovely time spending this time with Guru Maharaj, which will always be in my heart and in my memory. I remember once Guru Maharaj was telling Shutakirti Prabhu when he was leaving his body, Yastil Prabhu reminded us during our last retreat that, Guru Maharaj, this is my wife serving Guru Maharaj. So Shutakirti Prabhu asked Guru Maharaj, I'm having, now that I'm at the end of my life, I'm having such a hard time remembering Krishna. So then Guru Maharaj told him, now you remember your association with devotees and your pastimes in ISKCON. And that is as good as remembering the Supreme Personality of Godhead. It's easier for you to remember. So for me, my greatest wish is that when the time comes, I'll have the sharp mind and the mental faculty to remember my pastimes with all the Vaishnavas and Guru Maharaj. So that is important. So these are nice. After cooking, Guru Maharaj was spending time with all the devotees. This is another time Guru Maharaj was cooking for everyone. And this is when Guru Maharaj is leaving. And this is Abhay Charan, my youngest son. And Guru Maharaj is giving all the devotees this is Abhay Charan and Gaurangi, which is another godbrothers of ours, Mataji's daughter. Guru Maharaj spent a lot of time with kids. He gave him a lot of affection, and he did it very genuinely. So when Guru Maharaj is leaving, I grabbed Guru Maharaj's lotus feet, as I always do, taking the opportunity when it presented itself. That reminds me of a pastime. I'll tell you all that if I get time. Guru Maharaj actually was leaving, and these were times I would relish for it. When I hugged Guru Maharaj whispered in my ears. So what I did was I took the camera and I left the camera close to Guru Maharaj's feet at the bottom, and I lifted it up and I took Guru Maharaj's hug. So Guru Maharaj looked at the camera and he says, So this was the last thing Guru Maharaj told me when he was leaving. He told me, Janakraj, I thought you were going to do a selfie. So Guru Maharaj told me, Janakraj, I thought you were going to do a selfie. So this was the devotees that they came from South Africa. This is Jagannath Pandit, my senior god brother, and Shwashti and Mataji, my wife and I. So this is after Guru Maharaj left. This was when one of our programs. This is two Prabhupada disciples, senior Prabhupada disciples, Bhagavad Shai Prabhu and Sharma Mangala Mataji. And that's my wife sitting next to them. And you can see they're waving the finger at me. There's you, Janakraj, we're gonna get even with you one day. So this was a program that we had in a university down in Brisbane. We had a massive program. I've got a picture I'll show you of the audience. And Guru Maharaj was giving class, and you could see Guru Maharaj was always so happy, such a wonderful smile. After the program, it was the 26th of December, I remember clearly, because that's the day, it was Mataji's birthday, Surabhi Mataji's birthday, and it's also mine. So this is my father, my paternal father, and this is my spiritual father. So Guru Maharaj was there, so we called in Surabhi Mataji, and we normally have a joint birthday, so a lot of programs. So she cut the cake, and Guru Maharaj made sure, gave her a lot of affection, and we had such a nice birthday, for her. We had a massive program. This is another Prabhupada disciple, very, very dear to me. We spent a lot of time together. He's from Brisbane, and this is another very, long-term disciple, Damodar Prabhu of Guru Maharaj, from locally. The little girl I showed you earlier on that gave Guru Maharaj that flower. This is her father. Very nice friend of mine as well, Vaishnava Seva Prabhu. As you can see, Guru Maharaj was taking the cake and he was giving to everyone. And we made sure that in all of our programs, this is another thing that Guru Maharaj taught me. During one of our retreats, I told Guru Maharaj, during the retreat one day, I booked a boat and we want to go on a cruise, and I have an Harinam on the boat. And Guru Maharaj chastised me and told me, Janakraj, do you know logistically how hard that will be? Do you know how much of time it will take? It's a waste of time. He said, if you want, now here comes an instruction that I've always remembered. If you want to spoil the devotees, you spoil them with Prashadam. This was instruction, one of the instructions the Guru Maharaj gave me. If you want to spoil the devotees, you spoil them with Prashadam. And so then whenever we did Prashadam, we done it. This was a university program. We invited the devotees to attend. Guru Maharaj gave a fantastic class. And thereafter, we had a massive feast. We had a birthday party and a massive feast given out there. But this was not the end of it. What happened afterwards, after this program here, Guru Maharaj was scheduled to have a program at the Gold Coast. And the program was already set, arranged, invited the whole trip like that. And then that morning, my wife told Guru Maharaj, actually today is also Janakraj's birthday. I said, Janakraj, why didn't you tell me? I said, oh, no, it's okay, Guru Maharaj. Guru Maharaj said, okay, cancel my afternoon program. I want to give you a birthday party. I said, Guru Maharaj, the devotees will be so upset. He says, I don't care. You tell them it's canceled. I want to give you a birthday party. You invite your friends and I will cook and give them a birthday party. Now, this is my spiritual master, my father. This is my father. I can't explain the kind of affection that I felt so deeply within my heart. And this is Guru Maharaj. We had the program in the same room that we're in right now. This is the bottom, which I use as an office as well. It's a massive room. And so we had a massive program. It leads into a double door going out into a fairly big yard. And so we had a Guru Maharaj himself. He came up with a special pizza. A pizza with a very thin base. And he said, I devised a new pizza and I want to make that pizza for everybody. And so we'll have a pizza feast. You invite all your friends. So yeah, Guru Maharaj, you can see afterwards, he personally cooked the feast. He served all my friends. Guru Maharaj personally served Prashadam. He cut the cake. And then when I was cutting the cake, Guru Maharaj told me, Janakraj, cut the cake. I said, Guru Maharaj, you cut the cake. Guru Maharaj said, it's your birthday. You cut the cake. I said, no, Guru Maharaj, you cut the cake. So there Guru Maharaj cutting the cake and he's serving all my friends. This was, Guru Maharaj was attending one of the programs. As you can see, this devotee is a doctor from UK, and our temple president from Paniyati is on this side. And then, so Guru Maharaj going for a program. This was when Guru Maharaj was coming for the program. There's a couple of pictures in between that from the next picture that I was going to show you. And at this time, the significance of this was when Guru Maharaj used to come, we used to all go to the temple. In those days, Brisbane had a very small community. I was the only initiated disciple in Brisbane. I think in Australia, active disciple was the only initiated one. And so at the airport, a lot of procedure and protocol was there, but we formally got permission to do a kirtan when Guru Maharaj was coming. And Guru Maharaj, somebody heard that, I think I put it online or whatever, and Guru Maharaj heard, and when Guru Maharaj came, Guru Maharaj was impressed that they afforded us, the liberties of having a kirtan to receive him. The Guru Maharaj is very important, not that he should be glorified, but at least, we show pomp and glory to ISKCON when the senior leaders are glorified. So Guru Maharaj didn't want glorification, but he wanted to be treated in a mannerism as a representative of ISKCON. In that way, Guru Maharaj was always very careful that everything had to be very pakka. Then he came down. At that time, we would do a retreat. It was just me and my wife. And it was a little bit difficult because we had a 6-month-old baby, Abhay Charan, a 3-year-old child, and then another daughter who was about 7. And still 2 of us had to pull off a 5-day program, cooking and organizing Prashadam for 5 days for breakfast, lunch, and dinner in a standard that would suit Guru Maharaj. It was, we spent every day for a year preparing for this. In the last month, almost every day Guru Maharaj used to phone me and he used to instruct me, this is what you do, this is what you don't do, this is what I want to do. And Guru Maharaj trained me in that way, what needed to be done, how a program needs to be arranged. He actually groomed us in that way. To the extent I asked one day, Guru Maharaj, we have South African tea called rooibos tea. It's an herbal tea. Would it be all right if I serve tea out during? And then Guru Maharaj will give me, direction on how to serve, what to serve, that in that way, everything, ingredients. So it wasn't, Guru Maharaj was very particular about everything. So Guru Maharaj would come home and we would do a Abhishek, and you can see where's Guru Maharaj's focus on Abhay, on Raja Raj as well. He didn't worry about anything else, That's me taking the opportunity of putting my head on Guru Maharaj's lotus feet. Then Guru Maharaj gave us class, and Guru Maharaj came and he spoke to us. And this picture is significant because when Guru Maharaj was sitting like this one, I asked Guru Maharaj, the thing is that these days, a lot of this is another instructions I got from Guru Maharaj. I asked Guru Maharaj, so in these days, a lot of devotees are attached to kirtan, but they're not attached to chanting. They will come and sit for 2 hours and do kirtan and bhajan, but they will not take the beads and do japa in the morning. And then Guru Maharaj told me at this time is that, see, I have actually got this on a video. So Guru Maharaj told me that, see, what happens is that if you're attached to kirtan and bhajan and not attached to chanting, then you're not attached to the holy name. Just like you take a bongo drum and you go into the marketplace and you hit the drum, lots of people will gather forward. A lot of people gather forward, but if you've got no taste for chanting the holy names, then it's just as good as being attached, or you have some attachment to the musical aspect of the holy name. So he says you have to have taste for chanting as well. So this was Guru Maharaj sitting giving class, saying, and then you can see when we come back from a program, Guru Maharaj sitting and he was talking to my son, Abhay Charan, and you can see that their relationship was on a different platform. Then we were cooking Prashadam for the devotees. Guru Maharaj came and oversaw us cooking the Prashadam. Here's our dear god brother from UK as well. And Guru Maharaj made sure that everything was done Pakka standard. This is Guru Maharaj with his 2 god brothers, a god brother and his god sister, Bhagavad Shai Prabhu and Sharma Mangala Mataji, who gives us a lot of mercy and direction. And these are devotees. These devotees are from Mauritius, South Africa, and Ujjain. So, so these are nice pastimes with Guru Maharaj. This picture I was going to tell you about. So this is the picture. Guru Maharaj came and he was standing and he was looking. I had this painting done. It's actually an oil painting. And Guru Maharaj came and just before that, it was just before a retreat. And we were having severe droughts in Australia. So I had to have flowers sent down from Singapore. And as Guru Maharaj was here, the flowers came in these boxes, with a Singapore label on it. So Guru Maharaj asked me, what did you get from Singapore? So I told Guru Maharaj, we're having flower problems. So I had these imported from Singapore. So then Guru Maharaj looked at that and he thought for a second, and then he went to this picture and he had a look at this picture. When he had a look at this picture, Guru Maharaj asked me, so Janakraj, why did you do this picture? You know, he was looking at it for a while. And then he told me, I told Guru Maharaj, such a beautiful picture. Do you know where it was shot, Guru Maharaj? So Guru Maharaj said, no. I said, so this picture was shot on Table Mountain when you're giving class during Abhay Charan. So, and Guru Maharaj said, Janakraj, why are you wasting your money? So I told Guru Maharaj, not wasting my money, Guru Maharaj. So this was a retreat that we had. We had very nice arrangements. We booked the retreat on the beach in the Sunshine Coast in like a 5-star resort. And Guru Maharaj, when he walked in, Guru Maharaj said, wow, first class arrangements. So this was when we did a program over here for Vyasa Puja for Guru Maharaj. I'll just go past these here pretty fast. So this was one of the programs when Guru Maharaj came home, and Guru Maharaj was in his room. Prabhu, I think we're running short of time now. Should I stop this here and open up for questions, or should I carry on, Prabhu?
How many pictures do you have, Janakraj?
Well, if you want, we can. If anyone got questions, we can pop into questions. If they don't,
sure. So let's pause for some questions.
Sure.
So as you say, try to make it a bit more interactive as well. So
excellent. I'll leave the pictures going in the meantime, but we can talk. Is that all right?
Sure.
Right. So yes, does anyone have any questions? If I can.
There's a lot of treasure here, Prabhu. Absolutely. I mean, where do you start? And this is, I think you were saying, only a third of the pictures.
Yes, Prabhu. And now we've only got through half of the third that we went through.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Any questions? Anybody? Comments? Avocado.
Alrighty. So this picture I put in here is to show that everything had to be done first class from a Prashadam point of view. Everything had to be done in standard in light of Guru Maharaj's instructions. So yes, Prabhu, for the questions.
Yeah.
Okay.
One
thing you said. Sorry, Charan Krishna Prabhu.
Manjari Mataji has written that we can read that. That was the message for Prabhu. Yeah.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, you can go.
So I was just going to say, well, one of the lessons you said, Janakraj Prabhu, was certainly one of the instructions is spoiling devotees by giving them first-class Prashadam. And these photos certainly demonstrate that. So that's wonderful. Yeah, it's wonderful for you to share that. And of course, the other thing that kind of I sort of took away from one of the statements you made is need to give up soya.
Yes, actually, Guru Maharaj was quite emphatical about that. He didn't like soya one bit. In fact, when he first came in the year before that, we served Guru Maharaj soya. I'll tell you on another pastime in that respect as well. So when we were traveling with Guru Maharaj, I have a very good memory of pastimes with Guru Maharaj. I'm fortunately blessed with good memory in that respect. I was traveling with Guru Maharaj. I was driving Guru Maharaj to the seminar in the university. And then while I was traveling, morning, Guru Maharaj told me, Janakraj, maybe you should get me some bread. So this was where we were traveling, actually. This is the picture of the seminar at the University of Queensland. And so Guru Maharaj told me, Janakraj. So I said, yes, Guru Maharaj, we'll get some devotees to make bread. He said, actually, I had a realization that, see, over a period of time, a lot of devotees used to come to me and tell me, don't eat this, you can't eat that. There was some stage I couldn't eat cheese, I couldn't eat this, I couldn't eat something else. And it's come to a stage where it's becoming overwhelmed, and it seems as though there's hardly anything that I can eat. Because if you look at it, this is fermented, or this is like that, or this is prepared in this way. Milks and stuff like that, you're not allowed to drink milk. And this was a different occasion. Guru Maharaj gave me some instructions on that, but I'll come back to the milk one. So he told me, I prefer if you buy bread from the shop for me. So I looked at Guru Maharaj. Guru Maharaj, see, Janakraj, these breads that are made in the shop, they're made by machinery. There is no handmade on it. So there's no consciousness going into it. And when they make it in the shop, they are light and easier to digest. Whereas if you make the bread at home, if anybody noticed, they are quite heavy. The breads are quite heavy. So Guru Maharaj asked me to, so then we went and bought a couple of, loaves of different varieties of bread for Guru Maharaj from the shop. But the take-home thing here was, the Guru Maharaj told me, see, Janakraj, is that, people were telling me, devotees were telling me in such big quantity, over a period of time, that we cannot have this, you cannot have that, you cannot have this. So I had to think, where do we draw the line? Because we have to set a standard. So Guru Maharaj said, then I had the realization that I will set the standard on what Prabhupada said. So whatever Prabhupada said I could eat, I'll eat. And whatever Prabhupada said I can't eat, I'll stop eating. So he says, I will have bread from the shop. So I'm not telling you to eat bread. I'm just relating a pastime with Guru Maharaj I had like that. On the same token, in my house one day, Guru Maharaj was talking that there's a new mood in ISKCON about Ahimsa milk and not having milk, and you can't have this, you can't have that, and milk products. So Guru Maharaj's view on milk products was, and this was personally told to us in the association of other disciples, that see, Janakraj, that Prabhupada wanted us to have milk. He wanted us to have milk because it nourishes the brain. And Prabhupada encouraged us to have milk. So now there's so many other things, and if we stop having milk, that's not going to stop the industry. Rather, if we have milk, we might be able to offer it to the Lord, and some mercy will be there. But we have to follow what Srila Prabhupada said. So he said that although the mood now in ISKCON is like that, for me, I will have milk and milk products. So that's another thing about food that brought instructions and association that I had with Guru Maharaj. So sorry, Prabhu, was that the question that you wanted?
No, that's fine. That's fine. I mean, certainly your point about bread, and often, yeah, when Guru Maharaj has been in the UK or on European retreats, his preference actually has always been to sort of buy shop-made bread, right? Yes. And he used to buy these white bread bloomers, right? And he'd have that with jam, cheese, right, in the mornings for breakfast, avocado, right, as well. And so, yeah, I mean, I accept that, the point that you've made, and it's a very interesting point. And around veganism, yeah, I mean, as a personal, I guess, for me,
yeah, I'm not saying anything about any disciples, any person. I'm just telling you what Guru Maharaj told me.
Yeah, sure. So
this is our Guru Maharaj's mood, and this is what Guru Maharaj told me.
Yes.
Having milk and the aspect of it, sorry.
So yeah, I mean, also kind of like share your glorification of Chatsworth Temple, Durban Temple, because I mean, the time I was there, because if anybody who's been there, it's a sort of hexagon shape, and as you perfectly described,
yes,
it's got a moat. And inside, it's absolutely beautiful. The deities, the ceiling, the way the ceilings, Krishna's pastimes are illustrated on the ceiling, and it's got tinted glass around it, and the whole building, the whole sort of community is a beautiful place. It's a beautiful place. So it was just reminding me of my time that I spent with Guru Maharaj in South Africa as well. So I'm indebted to you for that.
Yes. So this is one of the pictures that Guru Maharaj tried for about 3 or 4 years to spend some time with Mukunda Goswami, and yep. Guru Maharaj special trip up to the farm, which is a 2-hour trip to the farm temple, so that he could spend some time with Mukunda Maharaj in appreciation for all the services that he did for Srila Prabhupada and ISKCON in the early days. Mm-hmm. So you can see some really fantastic pictures Guru Maharaj spending with Mukunda Maharaj, and this is the farm temple. We set up an Abhay Charan table at the back. You can look at our laptops, and we're doing that day. So back to you. Anybody else has sharing or realizations?
So as you say, Prabhu, certainly pictures paint more than 1,000 words here. So a lot of pictures, and I very much want to sort of, I think all the devotees will appreciate, you inviting you back, and we can have another session sharing some, this immense treasure that you've collected over the years, and certainly you have a skill, a talent in photography, right? And that's, really come forward, and then it's, really brought to life a lot of these memories that you have. So very much appreciate that. And for me, also sort of, reminding me of many of the devotees you mentioned there in South Africa in the early days, Jagannath Pandit, Shrutakirti Prabhu. Because when I was there, I was there in the early 90s. I had the good fortune of their association. So again, it was a very much a welcome trip down memory lane for me. So thank you. But if anybody else has questions, I'd like to encourage anybody else. Any comments? Last chance.
All right. So very quickly, one picture I told you about is that Guru Maharaj told me to invite my friends. Guru Maharaj served Prashadam out. These are some of the pictures that Guru Maharaj personally did. You can see he was a real father, He invited everyone. This is the pizza that Guru Maharaj made. I love the expression of the back. He's in UK right now. Mother Prabhu. So Guru Maharaj personally invited everyone, gave them Prashadam, and you can see Guru Maharaj didn't spare the affections from all of us. Yeah. This is my dear father, my paternal father, and that's my spiritual father. So, wow. Special photo. Wonderful. Yes. And my mother is in the back there. Yes. Guru Maharaj leaving. Now, all right, Prabhu. So anybody else have anything else? Anything to share?
I would just say, just if I may, you mentioned that, with children and the younger generation, that often they take things for granted. I also have two boys who sometimes it appears like that. But, I think for sure with your children, they receive so much mercy. They'll
our children
almost certainly carry that with them. And that won't be lost at all. Right. So you can be rest assured of that.
I hope so. It's hard. It's hard bringing up kids and, to enthusiasm and Krishna consciousness. So I hope we do that. So very quickly, I got a quick pastime for everyone. This picture brings, this is Guru Maharaj's lotus feet. Now, the reason I focus on Guru Maharaj's lotus feet at this time, it was in Sunshine Coast retreat on the first time, and Guru Maharaj has an ingrown toenail. And it was giving a lot of grief, a lot of pain. And Guru Maharaj was really struggling. So then we took Guru Maharaj to one devotee friend of mine, and she did a procedure at home and removed that ingrown toenail for Guru Maharaj. And you can see the next picture. In between the retreat, Guru Maharaj had this nail removed. I got that nail still. Afterwards, I still got it at home. And you can see Guru Maharaj's, the scar on Guru Maharaj's, the feet. And Guru Maharaj, a lot of pain. And, so I was standing in Guru Maharaj, and Guru Maharaj just, now, one thing is, I'll share something intimate with you all. On two occasions, I saw this. Once when I was in Mumbai with Guru Maharaj in 1996, Guru Maharaj got very sick, got very, very sick. And they wanted him to do a blood test. And Guru Maharaj said, I don't want to do a blood test. We should not puncture the body of a sadhu. And so in this time as well, Guru Maharaj didn't want to do the procedure. So then I told Guru Maharaj, instead of prolonging the agony, just go and get it removed. Guru Maharaj said, to do that procedure is an agony on its own. Guru Maharaj, this is the conversation I had with Guru Maharaj at that time. Say, Guru Maharaj, give me Janakraj, what are you talking, So, yes. All right, Prabhu. I don't know if any time for anything else, or should we close now? Or what's
I think, as I say, we will definitely want to invite you back, right, for sure. and we all appreciate your time that you spent with us, because I know it must be quite late, coming on probably 10 o'clock in Brisbane in the evening.
More or less just after 10, yes.
Yeah, so very much appreciate, you're taking your time.
It was a pleasure remembering Guru Maharaj. I thank you.
So thank you. And unless there's any other questions, we can wrap up there, and just accept my obeisances.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. It was really awesome session. Everyone liked it.
I enjoyed your association.
I'm also blessed to have your association after around 10 years or like that. I met you in Ujjain and we traveled to Bhopal in bus together. So I remember
right,
that.
I remember now. Yes.
Yeah. We had a flight
Yes,
from.
three of y'all came. You were students at the time, right?
Yes, correct.
That's right.
So it was awesome time with you. And today, hearing these pastimes and the pictures are the really awesome. We can read, Gaurav, we can read some like glorification points in chat. There are some points and the message from Prem Manjari Mataji.
Oh yes, sorry, yes.
We can read that.
Okay, let's see. Somebody was asking where am I based. I'm based in London. If anybody wants to know, so if I can be of any service, please let me know. I hope Prem Manjari gets well soon, recovers. Somebody said they're speechless. Your love for Guru Maharaj brings tears to my eyes. Pavali, thank you so much for sharing this nectar. Thank you for lovely photos and commentary. Gopi Dasi, thank you very much for sharing this precious moments. Jai Srila Prabhupada. So beautiful to hear what you said about His Holiness Guru Maharaj. It is wonderful to learn how to serve devotees. This is fantastic, so really important. Thank you, Prabhuji. It's brought back memories of various retreats we had in Spain as well. And how he was so particular about Prashadam. And when will you show us the videos you did? I'm not sure what that's referring to, but there's a different diet. One year you could tell he would eat Chinese, other year Italian, other times Indian. Yeah, Guru Maharaj, often sometimes depending on where he was, and in time, over the course of time, of course, Guru Maharaj's diet used to change. But that's natural, I guess. Thank you, Prabhu, for sharing such amazing pastimes through beautiful pictures. That's Tulsi Manjari. So yeah, as you say, pictures paint 1,000 words, and these are wonderful pictures collection. And this is only, as I say, a third of what you have. So we need to mine that treasure, that the gold there that you have. So a bit more. So certainly we would love to invite you back for another session.
Thank you.
There is one raised hand. Prem Pallavi Mataji.
Oh, raised hand. Okay, who is that? A raised hand.
Hi Krishna Prabhu, this is Prema Pallavi here from the US. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Prabhupada. All glories to Gurudev. Thank you so much for this wonderful session, Prabhu. Prabhu, I had a question. Over the years that you had interactions with Guru Maharaj, I wanted to hear like when devotees went to Gurudev, or the challenges they had in those years while ISKCON was going. How did Guru Maharaj handle it? Like how did he wanted us to handle when we are faced with certain of those challenges? I don't know if I make sense.
Yes. I think from my understanding is intelligence. Because each situation is unique on its own, and each challenge is unique on its own. Srila Prabhupada has given us a whole host of tools through his instructions. And Guru Maharaj, through his unlimited lectures, has given us a lot of instructions. And in some instructions, it is different from the other one. And it was more of time, place, and circumstances. But mainly, he wanted us to handle it from a loyalty to Srila Prabhupada point of view, loyalty to ISKCON point of view, and at the same time, follow our sastric instructions. So I'd say each challenge that we have, we should remember that we are devotees of Srila Prabhupada, and we have a glorious father like Guru Maharaj. And what I generally do is I ask, how would Guru Maharaj have handled this situation? I was telling you all earlier on about when Guru Maharaj gave me a huge, the biggest chastisement of my life. I can tell you, the house was shaking when Guru Maharaj chased me out from the room. And it was quite an ordeal. And Guru Maharaj called me the next morning and he told me some personal things, even including about, the way he handled things in the early days of Prabhupada's ISKCON. And so it gave me a little bit of insight of how Guru Maharaj handled his situations. I saw Guru Maharaj giving us instructions that, depending when he's speaking to me, he'll say he say it to a certain level, and he's speaking to somebody else, he'll say a certain level. And then when he's saying in public, he'll speak very general. So I think in that way is I think we'll have to assess each situation on its own, but importantly, we should take guidance from our senior God family. When I say family, I don't necessarily mean God brothers and God sisters, but like in my case, I've got, I'll give you a good example. Recently, I had a similar situation locally, as epoxy and quarrel is there. And I picked up the phone and I spoke to Prabhu and Charan Mataji. And the instructions that they gave me was sublime. And it was perfect. And it was what I needed. It's not what I liked, but it's what I needed. So they are more senior, they have more experience, and I suppose if we take, we take advantage of this maturity in spiritual life, we'll see it from a different aspect, and we make our choices, and then we should remember that we are free to make choices, but we're not free from the consequences of those choices. Mataji, I don't know if that helps you at all. I give a very general understanding from my without knowing about that actual situation. It's very hard to, so my point is that you seek advice, you seek guidance from a senior devotee that you have a lots of, like when Guru Maharaj is there, I'll ask Guru Maharaj. When Guru Maharaj was there, I'll ask Guru Maharaj everything. And I should tell Guru Maharaj, you're my spiritual master. This is the problems I have with the local temple. This is the problems I have with the local devotees. This is the problems I have with the God families. Guru Maharaj, what is my instructions? And Guru Maharaj will tell me. But Guru Maharaj is not there now, so it was very difficult initially. So then in the recent one, I took shelter of Bhagavad Prabhu and Sarva Mangala. Sorry, Mataji, you were saying.
Yeah, I was just because there was someone who approached me that when you mentioned about loyalty to Prabhupada, loyalty to Prabhupada, to ISKCON, right? So if it's between loyalty to ISKCON and Srila Prabhupada and dealing with a Vaishnava, right? So of committing Vaishnava Prad, what takes precedence? So it's subtle, but it's hard and difficult also.
Okay, so that will depend on your relationship with that Vaishnava. I'll just speak from my immature understanding, from the way I see it. Is two things. Is one thing, if I feel that I can guide that the Vaishnava in a good way, then I will give them advice to the best of my ability. And I try to, in my heart, to always give good advice, even if I don't, if it's not in my best advantage, I will give the devotee advice. But if the devotee is an equal or superior to me, then I do one of two things, is that I direct them to a senior devotee, or if it's really that bad, then I associate with them from afar. So I show them respect, I pay my obeisance to them, and then I would give them full respect, but without close contact. So I distance myself from them, because then you don't want to cause aparad. And you can't do much about it. You're not in a position where the devotee will listen to you. And if you give advice to someone and don't take it, it's also subtly an offense, in that respect. So it's better that it depends on the relationship of the devotee and your relationship with them. And I think, will determine how to handle it. When it comes to like, we'll say, if I may speak frankly, comes to temple management, sometimes we may agree or may disagree with it. So that is why you take advice from a senior devotee. And Guru Maharaj once, if I may speak quite frankly without offending anyone, I can just tell you in Sunshine Coast, Guru Maharaj gave a seminar, and Guru Maharaj was talking during that seminar that we should be loyal to ISKCON, we should follow ISKCON. But Guru Maharaj made it quite clear, even in Mayapur Radam, he gave that instructions, that there's no offense. There's no offense in not being cheated. There's no offense in, Guru Maharaj didn't want us to follow blindly. So I don't know the situation. I really don't want to, cause any more problems or give my immature understanding on it. But when it comes to like the temple aspect, Guru Maharaj told me, you follow the temple as long as they're following Srila Prabhupada properly. I don't know if that offends anyone, but I personally heard Guru Maharaj told me that.
This is very clear, Prabhu. Thank you so much. It's very, very clear on what Gurudev wants. Appreciate it. Thank you.
I'm sorry, Maji, if I wasn't much of help. I just
no, Prabhu. It was
the throat then to speak politely.
No, but thank you so much. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you. And we also have a hand up from Hemagori, Mataji. Do you have a question, Hemagori?
Yes. Yes, Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dandavat Pranam, all good. All good.
Malaga, of course.
Yes, Malaga. Actually, I was the one who wrote the comments before about Guru Maharaj, asking for different diets at different times. Like every year he would come to Malaga, and Shamlal Prabhu was the first one who introduced us to Maharaj.
Yes.
Actually, Prabhuji, I wanted to ask you, do you have any, are you connected or related somehow with Shamlal Prabhu from South Africa? Because his daughter's name is also Janavi and his son's name is Abhay.
Janavi, she's married to one of our gallbrother's sons in US. So she's in US right now. The devotee left his body recently. He came to my house as well and stayed at Kali Yuga memory, but yes.
Dwarkadish Prabhuji.
Dwarkadish,
Dwarkadish. Yes.
Dwarkadish, yes, nice devotee. He came and stayed at my house. Yes, Janavi, her name is Janavi, not Janaki.
Okay, yeah. Janaki is your daughter's name, and Janavi and Radhika.
Janavi is the wife of Balaram, yes.
Okay. How are they doing? Now?
They are doing, I haven't spoken to them in a while. But the last time I did speak to her was just after dad passed away. And I think they're doing pretty all right. I can find out and let you know. I have met you, right, Mataji, in Ujjain, right?
Maybe, yes. Maybe we must have.
Yes, when Guru Maharaj had the second global retreat.
Yes, we did go with Guru Maharaj in the retreats that he did.
Yes.
Of all the trips in Jagannath Puri, Vrindavan, Mayapur.
Right.
Even the last.
What's your husband's name?
Vinod Bihari.
All right. Yes, I keep in touch with him. We still keep in touch recently. So yes, I know you. I remember you quite well. I remember Prabhu quite affectionately. I think we are still friends on WhatsApp. So
okay.
Occasionally, yes, I remember that. Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So what really touched me was when you had asked Guru Maharaj that will he be there in the last minutes, and he said, yeah, I'll pray to Krishna that he fulfills. But what I wanted to say is that a spiritual master, even though he is not on this planet anymore, but he does come, like Prabhupada has been coming to the devotees, to the senior devotees. We have seen that he comes and in their last minute. So even though he's not there, we have to be assured that he will be there. With us.
His relationship with us in person, the Vani format, is only temporary, is while we are there. But the relationship we have with spiritual master is eternal.
Yeah,
Guru Maharaj is still there in his spiritual format. Guru Maharaj will still be there. Actually, I found a very special video that I've done. I'll share it with Prabhu later on. If I had time, I would have played it for you all now. It's only 3 minutes long. And Guru Maharaj at that time confessed his commitment to us as disciples. It touched me in such a significant way. This video that I have, I'll share that if you'd like to see. Guru Maharaj said that he's even prepared to go to hell to save us. I couldn't believe it when I heard that. I just took 2-3 steps back, and I think it's the first time I cried after Guru Maharaj left, in such a way, to see the relationship that Guru Maharaj has and the commitment Guru Maharaj has for us. So yes, Guru Maharaj will still be there. Our relationship is, if we don't believe that, then how can we believe anything from a spiritual aspect? So yes, that's definitely, I have firm faith that someday I'll meet Guru Maharaj and someday I'll meet Srila Prabhupada again. As long as I stay attached to Srila Prabhupada's ISKCON.
Hare Krishna, sorry to interrupt, Prabhuji. There is one class on same ID. So
Okay.
devotees are calling for that. So because we will take another session of yours, yes, again, and we will have more question answer and all. Thank you so much. It was really awesome session.
Thank you all, Gaura Hari Prabhu, all the vice.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Please forgive my offenses.
No,
and my
no.
immaturities.
No offense whatsoever. No. Thank you. Look forward to meeting everybody again next week. Please join us for another remembrance session. Jai Guru Maharaj Ki Jai.
Sivancha kalpatarubhyascha kripasin patitanam pavanvyo vaishnavavyo namo namah. Nantakoti Vaishnavrinda ki jai. Ki jai. Srila Gurudev ki jai. Go Pranam. Hare